This is the new Star Wars Destiny 2-player game starter pack. Just came out for Force Friday. Picked it up at Target. It's able to be found now in big box stores. First time Destiny's ever been in a big box store like Target or Walmart. And there's been rumored that there was going to be some new starter packs coming out this year, and this looks like exactly what this product is. And hopefully we won't be getting any more starter packs for the rest of this year. But it looks like it meets that particular need for a product. We're going to go ahead and unbox this for you all and go through it and show exactly what is inside the box. It says on the outside here that it contains 48 cards and 16 premium dice, so that's not enough to build two tournament-ready Destiny decks, but it will get anybody started and get them familiar with the game and how it plays, and they'll have a lot of fun with it nevertheless. We obviously have a ton of Destiny cards. Alright, let's see what's inside of this real quick. Alright, it looks like we got some kind of plastic packaging that has an actual ziplock on it, which is nice. And it comes with a whole new sheet of tokens that are punch-out tokens. You can see how easy it is to punch those out. Looks like there's enough for 2 players, from what I can tell. Set that off to the side. Also, inside here, it looks like we got some marketing material, where you can go and find more information about the game. It talks about Empire at War booster packs that are coming out the middle of September. So people that are buying this right now, if they end up enjoying this, they can learn how to get booster packs. Some promotional information for other FFG games, sleeves. They're promoting their new Mansions of Madness. This is the Star Wars Destiny Dice and Card Game tutorial, and it looks like it's actually been updated based upon the new cards here in the starter pack, so that's really nice. So all that is in that little Ziploc bag, and then of course you got the actual cards. Both decks are going to be found inside of this packaging here, and then a whole bunch of dice. So we're looking at a new Kylo Ren dice, a new Captain Phasma, so that's what the actual dark side is in this deck. Is it's a single Kylo Ren, a single Captain Phasma. So if you want to run this at Elite, where you have 2 dice for each characters and copies of every card, you're going to have to buy 2 of these actual starter packs. And then for the light side, you have Poe and a reworked Rey as well. So these characters have all shown up in Destiny, but these are completely new reworked versions of them for the starters. And then you have a whole bunch of support and upgrade dice that we'll just quickly look at here. But at the same time, what we're going to do is we're actually going to look at each card. So to start us off, I'll move this to the side and then I'll put each card out. We have the new Kylo Ren with his corresponding dice. It looks like his health has been increased a little bit and his die sides are a little bit more usable. And he's got a new special ability that says after you activate this character, you may choose a color, any color in the game, then reveal a random card from your opponent's hand, and if that card matches that color, you will get to do 2 damage to that character. So in the past, where you may have used the prior Kylo Ren's ability, you may have pulled a 0-cost card, and that would have been worthless. This is really good against mono-colored decks, so if you're running against a player that is running just a mono-red deck, it's pretty much a guaranteed 2 damage when you do that ability. So that's pretty cool. The other thing I also like about it is it's not a special, so you don't actually have to use your die for that ability, which I think is also an improvement over his previous version. Captain Phasma, 1 less health than the prior version, but some still really powerful sides. I think the special is really where she is really good this time, and that's deal 2 damage to a character or 3 damage instead if that character has 6 or more damage on it. So if you're able to do a lot of damage to a specific character, like burst damage, you can really finish them off with this 3 damage special to take out their character. So pretty cool card, and her corresponding die. This is a new support droid. It's called Droid Commandos, and there's its corresponding die. It's got quite a few different gun sides, 3 gun sides, which is pretty strong, and a special that says deal 1 damage to each of any number of characters. So if you're running against a 3-character or 4-character deck, that's pretty strong. So you could have a 3 to 4 damage side in addition to already 3 damage sides. 4 cost is not cheap. That's pretty expensive. That's basically up there with an AT-ST as well as a TIE Fighter, so it's not cheap, but it's still a really good card. This is something to be excited about. It's a unique Captain Phasma's Blaster upgrade. Lots of damage showing on this. I really like it. And then what's really unique about this card is while this upgrade is attached to Captain Phasma, it has the redeploy keyword. So you're going to want to definitely play this on Captain Phasma as much as is possible. And there's Phasma's dice, corresponding dice. Next we have Praetorian Guard. And it has some interesting sides, 2 black sides, 1 blue side, a shield, and a resource. It's an upgrade ability, so it's not a weapon. And attached character has the Guardian keyword. So you can basically make any of your characters have Guardian with this upgrade, which is really a utility upgrade, I feel like. Guardian is very underutilized in the game. And then here is its corresponding die as well. Next is Dark Council. First time I've actually gotten to see this. It's a 1-cost card, 2 focus, a resource, and a special. The special is draw a card, re-roll this die instead of removing it from your pool. So pretty interesting. I like 2 focus sides. Next, this is really exciting. Crossguard lightsaber. So we already have Kylo Ren's lightsaber in the game. So I was surprised to see that we have a Crossguard lightsaber that has Kylo Ren with his saber on it. But I like generic sabers because it feels like you can put them on anybody, and this one fits that. So you have 1 black, 2 modified damage sides, a shield, a resource, and a special. It's an upgrade weapon. It says after you play this upgrade on Kylo Ren, deal 1 damage to a character. Pretty cool as an instant ability. And then a special side that says deal 2 damage to a character or 3 damage instead if that character has 1 or more shields. So pretty strong against shield oriented decks. Next is Force Stasis. Upgrade ability. So for blue character only, it has a disrupt side, a shield side, resource side, and 2 special sides. And the specials on this one is remove a die showing range damage, then deal 1 damage to the character. So what I like about this is not just the awesome artwork on the card, but I like that it has mitigation for dice as well as doing damage. So doing 2 things in one like that is pretty strong. Next is a diceless upgrade. That's 1 cost called Jedi Rival, and Darth Maul is on this, which I can't remember Maul being on many cards yet so far other than Intimidate, so it's cool to see him show up again. This is an upgrade title, so I think this is only like the 2nd or 3rd title in the game so far, and it says after you activate attached character, you may remove 1 shield from a character, so pretty cool. Quick upgrade to get out on a character and then maybe overwrite. Next is Armored Support for 1 cost. This is a support. It says an action it has the capability to do is exhaust this support to re-roll 1 of your red dice. So it's limited just to the red dice. If that die rolls damage, either type, deal 1 damage to a character. So pretty neat to have that additional capability to do damage. And of course, that is a support that has no dice associated with it. So that's all the dark side cards that have die and are upgrades or supports. You can see a whole bunch of the other cards. I Have You Now, Imperial Envoy. I won't be going through all these. There's also some additional cards in here that have the new numbering and starter color, but they have been printed in other expansions already, like Tactical Mastery. And Intimidate is another one like that we've seen in the past. Doubt falls into that category. Parry is also in that category. As far as an actual battlefield, we have new Hangar Bay, Imperial Fleet. It says when you claim this, reveal a top card of an opponent's deck. If that card is an event or a support, deal 1 damage to a character. So, interesting way to do additional damage. Now we're onto the light side. This is the new reworked Rey, which I was very excited about, and her corresponding die. She no longer action cheats, but she has some cool abilities instead. It's after you activate this character, if she has 1 or more shields, you may deal 1 damage to a character. So I instantly was thinking about pairing her with Qui-Gon and his shield shenanigans as well. And then her die sides are pretty good. They're actually, I think, improved upon her original die sides. So 1 damage, 2 damage, a discard, shield, and a resource. We'll put that over here. Next is Poe Dameron with awesome art. Looks very realistic. And he's got lots of damage here. 1 damage, 2 damage, 2 focus, resource, and a special. And a special is give a character 1 shield. You may turn another die to any side. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really care that much for the shield part, but I do like that you can do an additional focus. So it's 2 in 1, not bad. So he really has 3 total focuses, 2 focus sides on his die, and his die with it. Medical droid, actually. 1 resource cost, shield, resource, special. 2 blanks, not a big fan of that, but let's see what he does. He heals, so you get that special side to pop off as a support droid, and he's healing damage from your characters. That is pretty strong. We don't have a ton of cards right now that actually heal our characters, so to have a support droid out on the battlefield that heals is pretty exciting. And for him, we have a die as well. And we'll move on. Next is Strike Team. This is one of the cards I saw early and I was really excited about. I think it could be one of the strongest cards in the set. It's cost 5, but hold on, we'll talk about that in a minute. It has 2 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage for resource, 4 damage, so 4 damage sides, 2 disrupt sides, so those are just impressive sides. On top of that, this card has ambush. And on top of that, this is where the cost comes in. Decrease the cost of playing this support by 1 if an opponent has 3 or more resources. So really what you want to do is you want to wait for that perfect moment, maybe right after a new round starts and you've got to claim the battlefield and your opponent got 2 new resources, to play this card for 4. At 4, this is a powerful card to have out on the battle, on the actual playing field. And that's the die for that card. Next is Teamwork with C-3PO and R2-D2. Lots of modified damage sides as an upgrade, which is not bad. A resource and 2 special sides. The special on this says give attached character 1 shield. You may give another character 1 shield. So really you're getting 2 shields for the specials on this. So once again, you're probably seeing that shields seems to be a pretty heavy theme in this new set, which I'm excited about. I felt like shields kind of started getting bypassed in the last 2 expansions. Next is Poe Dameron's Blaster for 2 cost. It's a unique weapon, and you can see that it has damage, 2 black, 2 modified, 1 disrupt, 1 resource, and a special. Its special side is deal 2 damage to a character, or 3 damage instead if attached character is Poe Dameron. So once again, like Phasma's Blaster that we talked about earlier, you'll want to definitely be playing this on Poe. It's nice to play it everywhere else, but on Poe it's just a monster. Next is Rey's Lightsaber. So in line with Poe's Blaster, Phasma's Blaster, we are getting Rey's Lightsaber. Now you might ask, why didn't we get Kylo's? Because we've already gotten Kylo's Lightsaber in prior expansions. So it makes sense that we get Rey's Lightsaber. It's got 2 damage, 3 damage, plus 2, a shield, and a resource. And what we see here is that this is redeploy, which is really nice. It's exactly like the regular lightsaber. I actually like these sides a little bit more than the regular lightsaber. And after you play this upgrade, give attached character 1 shield or 2 shields instead if that's Rey. So once again, shields are definitely a major theme here. And the last of the dice cards in this starter set is Inner Strength. And this is a 2-cost upgrade ability with a focus, 2 shields, 1 resource, a special. The special side on this has move 1 damage from attached character to an opponent's character with no shield. So after you strip shields on somebody, you're going to definitely want to take advantage of this capability. And then what we have left here is a whole bunch of other cards. We have additional supports like Luke's Protection, Honor Guard. Those are diceless supports, but still really helpful overall. And then we have Direct Hit, new card, Logistics, which is a reprint of an old card, Recon, Strategic Planning is a reprint, Concentrate, Defensive Stance is a reprint, but look, it's about giving shields, Distraction, Do or Do Not, Fierce Resolve, Evade is a reprint, great card though, Flank, and a new Ewok card, which I think is pretty cool, Sound the Alarm. For 0 cost, reroll any number of an opponent's die showing damage, which is super strong for a 0 cost event. I really think that card's going to be amazing. And then Obi-Wan's Hut is the battlefield for the light side. When you claim it, give a blue character 1 shield or spend a resource to give a non-blue character a shield. So shields are huge here, guys. I'm sure you've seen that. And then your player cards for when you're learning the game, all the different actions that you can do or dice symbols, what they mean. And that is everything that's in the box. Hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more unboxing videos and content from Blue Veil Games.